Hey guys, I just thought I would get on here for a little bit and share with you guys something that was on my mind. So I just wanted to get on here and be an advocate for walks. Right, I know what you're thinking. What do you mean an advocate for walks? Well, I have been walking myself. I've enjoyed walking myself for pretty much as long as I can remember. And I have always just kind of enjoyed the activity of walking. Be it walking to see architecture, exploring downtown cities, just going out to see people, nature, what have you. I've just always enjoyed walking. So for the past year and a half now, because it was August of 2021, I have been walking at least a few times a week. And when I go on these walks, I just feel absolutely amazing. When I first started walking, I would a lot of times walk with other people, and I still do from time to time. However, there are great benefits of walking by yourself. I, for example, just got done walking an hour. And as you can tell, I'm soaking wet. It is raining out. So I do walk in any weather situation. I don't let the weather hold me back because I have proper gear for whatever Mother Nature throws our way. So I don't let the weather hold me back. And I don't let the fact that other people can't join me hold me back, because I do tend to enjoy walking by myself, because when it's just me, I am just fully in the moment. I don't have anyone else talking. I'm not listening to music. The only music I'm listening to is the music of the birds, and the wind blowing, and in this case right now, since it's raining, of the rain dropping on objects and things like that. And so actually when I was out walking today, I walked at a hospital campus. I know it probably sounds like a strange place to walk, but I initially wanted to walk at a park, and it didn't occur to me that this particular park was closed in the winter, because right now it's just March 4th. So it is closed in the winter, which I wasn't aware of that, because I don't normally go to that park, but it was just that park was on my mind to walk to today. It's a beautiful scenery. They have water. In the summer, the fountain's going. And it's in a very, very nice area of town and neighborhood. And like the lawn and the landscape and everything is just super upkeep. So it was just on my mind to walk there today. But when I arrived there, the gates were closed. And there was a huge sign that said we are closed for the winter. So right across the street from the park is a huge hospital. And the hospital is a beautiful campus. And so with, tons of sidewalks and things like that. So I thought, let me just go across the street and I can get my walk in there. Totally safe environment to walk in, especially like if you're walking alone. You want to be in a safe environment, and a hospital is pretty safe, especially out here in the broad daylight like it is. But anyway, I went on a little bit of a tangent there. I just wanted to say, if you have not considered going on walks, be it with a friend, with a group, or just by yourself like me, I highly recommend it. Why? Well, first and foremost, it's a great form of physical activity, as you all know. So I just got done walking for 1 hour. And when I first started walking, if you would have told me that I would be walking for an hour, I would have looked at you like you were crazy. Like, no. However, the more you walk, the more you enjoy it. An hour flies by. I probably could have stayed out there even longer. But an hour seemed to be, the perfect time for me today. So give it a try. I want you guys to give it a try, especially if you're a person who, like me, has struggled with your mental health, or an anxious mind and things like that, or if you have a stressful job. It's a really good way to unwind after a long stressful day, or even before you go in for the day, depending on your schedule. It's a great way to just spend time with yourself in the outdoors. So like I mentioned, it's really good for physical activity. I actually have a family member, I won't say her name for, privacy reasons, but she's 89 years old, right? And she can outwalk me any day of the week because she has been walking her entire life. Well, I don't know if it's been her entire life, but for as long as I've been alive, she's been an avid walker. Like, she goes on these walks every single day. And she is 89 years old in excellent health. So obviously, there are physical benefits for walking, right? Heart health, keeping you in shape and things like that. But also, what I have experienced from it and what I want to encourage you guys to try is the mental benefits you get from it. Like, there's just something to be said about being outside, being out in the fresh air. Like, right now, it's only about 35 degrees, but that crisp air, that little bit of a wind breeze, and that rain falling on your skin, like, nothing beats that for your mental health. It just instantly lifts your mood. Like, I can literally tell the difference in my mood and in my, maybe mental health symptoms or things like that on the days that I walk and the days that I neglect to, or, life gets in the way and I just don't have time to. So I just want to say to you guys, sorry, my arm is like really hurting. I was doing some push-ups last night and I can tell my arm's not used to that kind of form of physical activity, but that's neither here nor there. So I just wanted to say, I really, really want to encourage people to give walking a try. See if it boosts your mental health. It obviously boosts your physical health, which we all know. I know for me personally, I don't like to do too much. I'm not one that's going to be hitting the gym, hitting the weights and everything like that. Maybe one day, and I have done that in the past. But, like right now, I'm not currently a member of any gym. Don't really plan to be in the near future anyway. However, with walking, I can just walk around the neighborhood, which to me, I do walk around my neighborhood from time to time, but oftentimes that gets boring because I'm just limited to the houses in my neighborhood. So I'll just get in the car and I'll go walk a beautiful campus or a beautiful park or some, a mall, an outdoor mall, a lake, things like that. You can actually really get creative with where you choose to walk. And obviously, when it's wintertime like now, you might be a little bit more limited. Your tolerance might not be quite as high. There are measures that you can take to ensure that you can tolerate certain weather conditions a little bit more, with certain gear and certain preparedness and things like that. However, if it is warm where you're watching this video from, you can literally walk anywhere. If you live in a city, you can walk downtown, you can walk around malls and parks. If you're in more of a rural area, you can walk, out in nature. You can walk at your local downtown area. If you're fortunate enough to have even that. If you have a car, you can get in your car and just drive around, and you can either pick a place that you have in mind, or you can just drive until you just happen to, stumble upon something and say, oh, whoa, that looks like it'd be a really pretty or cool or whatever your needs are place to walk. And you'd be surprised at, the different things you can see. Like, for instance, for me today, I originally was driving to a place, to a park to walk. It was a park that I had been wanting to give a shot at. And when I arrived there, unfortunately, the park was closed. But I used my two eyes here, and I just happened to look across the street, and there was a beautiful hospital. So, you just never know. If you just get in the car and drive and kind of keep your mind open, you can find some really cool places to walk. You can walk in other neighborhoods. So say, you're tired or bored out of the neighborhood you live in, like I was, you can go and walk in a nearby neighborhood or in a neighborhood in the town over. You can also use it as like a day thing. So say you have the day off coming up. You can Google you know, pretty parks or lakes or beaches, whatever kind of environment that you live near, and, you know, see if they have walking trails or, you know, walking friendly sidewalks and things like that, and you can go walking there. Really, your options are wide open. And that's what makes walking so awesome, is that as long as you have two working feet, you know, and legs, obviously, you can make this possible. And you may find, if you're a person like me who's a little bit more of a homebody, a little bit more, you know, to themselves and things like that, you may find that this is the very thing that you need, excuse me, to keep yourself in good spirits. You know what I mean? So if you're feeling down and out, give walking a try. If you're feeling great, but you could use a change in your daily routine, give walking a try. If you're not where you want to be in terms of how you look physically, give walking a try. See where I'm going with this? If you're not exactly where you need to be mentally, you guessed it, give walking a try. And if your life is completely perfect and there is absolutely nothing else that can make it more perfect, give walking a try. So I'm going to share with you guys a little bit of the walk that I did today. And I want you guys to let me know in the comments, do you guys go walking? Is it something that after watching this video you may consider doing now, at least giving it a try? Or have you walked in the past and just have kind of, you know, life has passed you by and you've forgotten about it, or you haven't had the time to do so, whatever the case may be? Just let me know. I think it would be really great to have a community of people that can, you know, enjoy the benefits of walking. So guys, let me know in the comments, okay? Thanks.